Good morning, children. Today I am going to explain you the feedback mechanism of hormonal secretion. So, first line it is written that commands like saying too much, slow down, too little, speed up, all these are the commands of feedback mechanism. Sometimes children, you are whenever you are doing the cycling along with your friend is also giving command to you that slow down the speed, okay, take left, take right. So all these commands that is given by your friend, basically what they do, they give a feedback mechanism like this in our body also to enable the maintenance of homeostasis. Homeostasis, you know that it is a property of our cells and tissues that allows and regulate the body temperature or other biochemical activities inside the body. So these feedback mechanism is very important and it is going on normally. So a body has a mechanism to maintain a normal state. Our body automatically have this mechanism. So these mechanism is controlled by different factors and hormones, so that our body can check the secretion of the hormones into our body. So you should remember, children, that all these secretions should be in a coordinated manner, so that our body the gland should release the right hormone at a right time or at a right quantity. So this is a condition of homeostasis. So there are two types of mechanism. First one is positive feedback mechanism, you can see here, and negative feedback. So positive feedback mechanism are very few as it is written here. One example is uterine contractions during childbirth. So uterus contraction basically. So this contraction is a positive feedback. It should be there. Okay, for a childbirth it is very important, at most important thing. Next one is negative feedback, that is controlled by different hormones and factors. So one example is given, which is called TSH. This is thyroid stimulating hormone. So thyroid stimulating hormone, we all know that it stimulates the thyroid gland, so that thyroid gland release the hormone thyroxine. So here you can they are showing us negative feedback mechanism level of this TSH. So you should know thyroid stimulating hormone. So as we know, this hypothalamus part which is present in our brain, it stimulates the TRH, thyroid releasing hormone or thyroid releasing factor. This factor only start the or it only start the anterior pituitary part, so that this pituitary part, anterior pituitary, start the thyroid stimulating hormone. And what this thyroid stimulating hormone, it goes to the thyroid gland and gives order to the thyroid gland, so that it will secrete high amount of thyroxine. Okay, and when this thyroxine exceed the normal level in the blood, automatically what will happen, this thyroxine will act as a start the negative feedback and it act as a inhibitor, so that it will inhibit the TSH. So remember this, whenever it will exceed the amount of thyroxine hormone increase in our blood, it will act as a inhibitory factor and it slow down the or trigger the TSH, so that TSH will not stimulate thyroid gland and thyroid gland will not produce more thyroxine. So this thyroxine act as a, when its level will be high, act as a negative feedback for TSH also, and for same for the TRF also. So you can see here TRF. So both the TSH and TRF is controlled by thyroxine, high level of thyroxine there. So automatically what will happen, when this will slows down then by thyroxine hormone, then thyroid gland will not secrete the thyroxine. And we all know this process of releasing hormone is a slow process, it is not a fast process. So automatically our body maintains the stability, and that is called homeostasis. So go through this chapter and start writing the exercises and question answers in the copy. And if you have any doubt related to these negative and positive feedback, ask me in the Zoom class. Thank you children, and have a nice day. God bless you all.